your earliest memory of watching a World Cup game?
99, probably the final at Lords. Mark Ward taking that diving catch off Glenn McGrath to dismiss Wahajatullah Wasti.
Stokesy?
I don't know what year it was, but was it final Pakistan in England?
Ish.
2003 was the first time I really enjoyed it.
No, I remember what was the year of that?
92, wasn't it? 96.
Yeah, 92.
No,
I remember it from
Sri Lanka.
TV.
When Wasim started reversing the ball.
Just started reversing out of nowhere.
Yeah,
It was
yeah,
amazing.
Yeah, it's pretty skillful stuff.
That's what I remember from watching on TV.
I would reckon 99. I went to watch quite a few games. India and Sri Lanka was at Taunton's the first one, and then I was also to the semi-final when Donald and Klusner messed it up.
Taunton had a World Cup. What?
Ganguly got 180 odd.
Who were you playing for at that point?
Who was I playing?
Yeah, were you just school? Were you in
I
county
was
system?
not
or-
there. I was 9. So.
9.
I didn't buy.
You what?
I didn't buy.
What year were you born?
97.
Oh, no, you were 2 years old.
Which year did you say?
99.
Oh.
2003 World Cup. I remember it was the first time I started really liking leg spin. Was when like a Kenyan leg spinner went through Sri Lanka. Colin Zabuya got 5 for it. It was pretty awesome.
With the World Cup being back in England this year, what was your favourite moment or favourite game for the 99 World Cup?
Semi-final. Australia, South Africa.
Seriously? No memories.
Don't even know what happened.
Were you not a cricket fan back then, or?
I was living in New Zealand then.
Oh, but you can still be a cricket fan.
Yeah. No, I don't know. I don't really remember anything but 2015 World Cup probably.
Yeah, that kind of contradicts what I said before. I said the earliest memory was the final, but the semi-final, yeah, was a seriously good game. South Africa screwed it up, and it was amazing finish, wasn't it?
No, Shane, 2 years old, no memories.
No memories.
No. Ish.
I remember, I think Warney might have like dominated in that World Cup as well. And I remember him going through West Indies, which is a pretty good spell to watch. But I think he got like 4 for against South Africa as well. Bowled a nut to Herschel Gibbs. I remember that drift outside leg and spin.
That was in the semi-final.
That was a semi, yeah.
That was a seed. So it's pretty hard not to remember.
And looking ahead to this World Cup, obviously, congrats to all of you for being picked for it. Are there, for Ish to start with, do you think, obviously Warney was with us last year as mentor and helped you on the leg spin side of things, will you be speaking to him, Cyrus, during the tournament, or will it sort of stay within the New Zealand setup?
Yeah, when we get over there, you don't want to complicate things too much, but I've been working quite a lot with Stuart McGill while I've been back at home, so before I go over there I'll probably have a couple of days training with him and just get geared up to what bowling in England's like, because it's so different to India, so as quick as I can kind of adapt, I think the better.
And each of you now, who are you most looking forward to playing in the World Cup? What's that one game in the round robins that you're most excited for?
Probably England, these boys. I think it's always a good game, and playing in England will be good atmosphere, and yeah, I look forward to copping plenty.
What stadium is it?
Luckily it's at Lords. So.
Is it? Alright.
It's a shame it's not Headingley or somewhere like that. Get yourself on the boundary.
I think actually the first game, is it South Africa?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's just because it's been built up for so long now that I just want the tournament to start, so I think out of everything, that's the first game in the tournament is the one that I'm really looking forward to the most, just because it gets the whole thing started, and there's been a lot of media attention around it, and it's been spoken about now for quite a long time, and just want it to get started.
And Stokesy, what's it like facing Josh in the nets here? Like, how much would you like that sort of power and speed in your team?
Oh, I think when you face the quicker guys anyway, like facing O'Shane as well in the nets, it's like it's a challenge. It is you know, it is quite scary, especially in the nets, because everything feels like 10 mile an hour faster as well. But it's, you know, it's great to be able to face him. It's like another challenge. And
he's a pretty relaxed character, isn't he? I'm not sure stuff like that phases him too much. It's obviously a goal of his to play international cricket, but he's been playing Big Bash and IPL for a couple of years now, so I think he shows he's got the mentality to deal with expectation. There's a lot of expectation on him here as the leader of our attack, and he just seems to deal with it really well, so I'm not sure it seems to affect him too much. I think he's got quite a lot of self-confidence and a huge amount of skill, so they go together pretty well.
Not too bad at all. And Justin, it's just the games you're most looking forward to in the round robin?
I'm definitely looking forward to playing Australia at Lords. I think the New Zealand-Australia rivalry is always one that, you know, growing up in New Zealand you look forward to. So playing them at Lords will be awesome, and also having played for Nottingham the last couple of seasons, playing India and Nottingham will be pretty cool to go back and kind of revisit a lot of, you know, friends you make over those couple of years as well. So good.
Just
What's that?
game you're most looking forward to play?
Yeah, probably the Australia game as well. It's at Lords, so always a great place to play cricket, and I'm sure it'll be a real tough game.
Which ground do you reckon is going to have the best atmosphere during the World Cup?
Edgbaston.
Wherever India play Pakistan.
Edgbaston, 100%.
Yeah, it's Edgbaston or Old Trafford, one of those two. So
They've got to play India against Pakistan and Birmingham.
They'll be
They have to.
Oh my word.
Where is it? I think it's at Old
I
Trafford.
think it's
isn't
Old
it?
Trafford. It'll be pretty loud.
If you play India or Pakistan and Edgbaston, you're playing in Karachi or Delhi. Feels like it anyway.
This is a quick fire one. One surprise entry to the semi-finals.
As in team,
Yeah.
West Indies.
Thought he was going to say New Zealand though.
Shane?
Pakistan.
I don't know if it was a surprise, but New Zealand. No, sorry, I've got that completely wrong.
What do you mean?
I meant as in I'll be surprised if they're not.
Okay.
Is that right? Have I got that right?
So you're
Yeah.
surprised that
No, because
So they're not going to be the surprise entry.
Yeah,
they
because
might be
people.
surprised
I don't
for
think
some.
people are giving them.
Yeah.
That'd be a surprise.
Yeah.
But I won't be.
so it will be a surprise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Won't be a surprise to me.
surprise to most,
But
but
it's
not
just
to
a
you.
general surprise.
Yeah.
But if I'm going to say Afghanistan.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think whether they make the semi-finals or not, I think Afghanistan will upset a few.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah, I'm the same. I reckon if they can get some runs on the board and they get on some kind of dry surfaces, it's going to be quite tough to play them through the middle.
And looking now at West Indies a little bit, obviously you guys have just toured there and played them. How much do you think their level's improved over the last couple of years, and how sort of excited are you to see them playing back to their full force in this World Cup?
I think, you know, obviously we've just toured there as well, you know, we levelled the one-day series, but you know, it was great when you sort of come to the end of the series and you look back on it and you think you've seen. I'm specifically talking about Chris Gayle here, like seeing one of the greats of, you know, West Indies cricket come out and do what he did against us was actually like remarkable with how consistent it was.
Yeah.
So you know, he's come back into the World Cup and you obviously don't want him to do too well, but you know, from a you know, liking a cricket point of view and watching him grow up smacking everywhere, now the series is done, you can look back and say, you know, what we've seen him do was simply outrageous. When he's going, he is like the best ball hitter. Well, next to Joss. After Joss. But honestly, it was just incredible to watch.
Is that enough for me?
Yeah, I think I obviously there's been lots of players who haven't always been playing, so I think, you know, we've seen how good the West Indies players are. You know, a lot in T20 competitions around the world. They perform outstandingly well. They're exciting to watch. So, you know, putting them all sort of back together, it's no surprise to sort of see them doing so well.
Well, I don't think they'll die wondering. I think they'll be coming out to play their shots, and if a couple of them come off in any particular game, I think they can post some very big scores, as we saw in the series in West Indies, that game. I think that they were chasing you 450 or something, and they were 380 in 35 overs or something like that. So if they got players that come off in any particular day, it'd be dangerous.
And now a question for the non-England boys: How big do you think England's home advantage is during the World Cup?
I think it's an advantage, but I think when you're playing at home, there's always an added pressure. But yeah, I know from experience in the 2015 World Cup at home, it was one of the best times of my life, and playing in front of all your friends and family, and just your home crowd. It's nothing like it. It's exciting.
Well, I mean, number one ODI team in the world, playing at home. Now it'd be good for them, and I think it would be tough to beat in England. So, yeah.
Fish?
Yeah, I think the style of cricket they play really suits the conditions in England at the moment. So, it's hard not to say that England are one of the favourites in the World Cup going into it. So, but also they've never won a World Cup before, so it's probably a bit of pressure there as well. I know New Zealand's the same. I mean, you always go into a world tournament thinking we haven't won it before, we really want to win it, and so you put might put a bit of extra pressure on yourselves. But obviously Smudge has won a World Cup, so it's got that head of all of us. Got to go one up on it.
And how is it playing each other in the? Obviously, you guys know each other pretty well now. Ish, when you're say bowling to Stokesy in the World Cup, is there a little bit of extra? Will there be banter on the pitch between you two? What will it be like out there?
I've never really kind of fallen into that sort of trap. It's always like you get real competitive and like go back to doing what you try to do and almost try to like relieve yourself of any sort of association you have with the player that you're playing against. But I'm sure like maybe if I have a chance to bat when I come in at number 11, I'm sure he'll say something, but I hope I don't have to bat too much in this moment, to be fair.
Who will be the unexpected Indian performer?
I don't know if it's unexpected. I reckon Shikhar Dhawan. He's got a really good record in England. I think he played really well in Champions Trophy on a couple of occasions, and I think I just feel like those conditions almost suit him. So I'll say Shikhar Dhawan.
Let's say Hero.
Who's that, sorry?
Hero.
Rahul.
Oh, Rahul.
I think might be one of the spinners. Spin in England generally is a very hard place to bowl.
God damn it.
But yeah, I think it'll be one of the spinners who will sort of go under the radar. Like you got your Virat Kohlis and stuff like that who consistently perform and generally take all the headlines and stuff like that. But I think one of their spinners will just sort of go through the tournament and sort of not hit the headlines, but when you look back at the end of the tournament, if they do well, I reckon one of their spinners will be like, take wickets and not concede too many runs.
Picking one, Cody.
Yeah, he's a good one-day bowler. He's not shy of throwing it up there as well. So, yeah.
Yeah, Cody, that's what I was going to say. I think in England, as the tournament progresses, used wickets and stuff like that, I think spin will play a big part. And in one-day cricket, I think you have to take wickets, and Kuldeep's a wicket taker, so I think he'll play a big part.
Yeah, I'm the same. I think Kuldeep pretty solid through the middle. He had a really good series against you boys a while ago, didn't he?
I think it's going to be an obvious answer, but the one group game that you're all looking forward to watch that you're not involved with?
India, Pakistan.
Yeah.
And your prediction for that match?
India.
Pakistan.
See you.
Pakistan.
Yeah.
Ish. Split the vote.
India. Probably.
And that atmosphere, obviously, you say it'll be like, a Delhi atmosphere here. Will it be louder than any match of the whole tournament, do you reckon?
Loudest match over the past decade, right?
Okay, interesting one. One ICC rule you could amend before the World Cup.
No man cap.
Amend. At reviews, you're not allowed to bring drinks or gloves out.
What do we think about the whole no ball? Should there be a censor? Should it just be everyone reviewed? Like, should just have third umpires reviewing every single one?
Every ball.
Every ball.
The technology's there, I don't know why they don't use it.
And
Camera's sitting there, isn't it? Just looking at that line all day. Someone should watch a screen looking at that line.
And it's another thing the
Take
umpire
it out.
doesn't have to think about.
That's right.
You know,
Take it
just-
out of the hands.
Yeah. Hey Shane? No changes?
No problem, man.
No problems. Love it.
Doesn't watch him from get a bit closer.
Do you guys all like the format of the World Cup this year? Obviously, everyone playing each other in the group. Best format it could be for it.
Yeah.
I think it will separate the best teams. I think before, when it was in the groups, it was actually quite a tough thing to get through the groups, wasn't it? And someone could upset another team in the group, and then you're struggling. Whereas I think with the format they've done it this year, the better teams will obviously
Got more
separate
games.
themselves,
Yeah.
which is probably which is a better way of doing a World Cup, because you could go through a World Cup and not play someone until the final, couldn't you? Whereas this one you play everyone before any of that stuff.
And do we think they're going to be more batting wickets, bowling wickets? Who's going to dominate?
I reckon it's quite good because when you have pools, you're generally based in one place for a decent period of time, so you can get used to the surface. Where like this time you probably have to adapt to more different surfaces, so it does probably make a more well-rounded champion.
I'd say one day wickets are generally pretty good batting wickets, aren't they? So, see what happens. England, I guess, weather can come into play at times.
If it's the same summer as last year, which was basically sun for 6 weeks, who then dominates?
I think the wickets can get quite. The ICC control the pitches,
Yeah.
so people talk about home conditions, but they'll still be. Might not be exactly how we would prepare the pitch if we were in charge of it. So, like you said, if it's dry, I think we saw the Champions Trophy in 2017. It can get dry, and some wickets can. The same in the Champions Trophy in 2013. It spun a lot in the final. So, spin can. I think spin will play a big part.
And how much are you looking forward to? Obviously, last summer we had Football World Cup. Like, it was an amazing summer all around, pretty much everyone. How much are you looking forward to the focus being on cricket? The atmosphere within England, especially for you guys. Is it sort of, when you look at that and the Ashes, is it just you're going to do one at a time, or is this World Cup every 4 years something that really stands out for you both?
I think for England, especially, it's a sort of once in a lifetime opportunity to have the Cricket World Cup and the Ashes in the same summer, with no real other sports having major events at the time. So the focus will be solely on the cricket. I think for the country as a whole, it hopefully can have a real good impact on the cricket community, and it can grow. And we'll I think this summer we have an opportunity in England to sort of really progress the game and bring in a new generation. So it's a really big time for the country.
Same? Yeah. Who is each of your MVP for the tournament?
Josh?
Joss?
Yeah.
Yes, but
I'm going to say Colin Munro is going to have a bit of a blitz of a campaign, and the MVP, I suppose the winner of the World Cup will probably have the MVP. So if I'm saying New Zealand's going to win it, I reckon Colin Munro will be our MVP.
Confidence, good. Smudge?
Paddy Cummins.
Okay, a lot of loyalty here.
Except for
Rajasthan loyalty.
got to the semis, but yeah, Joss.
I'm going to go Adil Rashid, just because of experience of bowling in England, and he's done really well.
I'm going to say Joe Root. I think he'll score lots of runs and pick up a few burgles. It's filthy off spin.
And the three batsmen, who are you least looking forward to face? I mean, Joss, we can probably guess.
O'Shea.
Okay.
You going to give him a fist bump?
He's going to take the most wickets.
Yeah? Stokesy?
Rashid Khan?
Yeah.
That's what I thought he was
Can
going to
last
say.
more than 4
Changing your vote. Rashid.
Yeah. And Shane, who are you most looking forward to? Which wicket would you prize the most during the tournament?
Kalim, Manu.
Just against me. Yeah, probably someone like Coley. It'd be nice to get him out during the World Cup. I think. Obviously, a good player. Even Joe Root as well. You know, guys that can play really well through the middle against spin.
Stokesy.
Oh yeah, you bowl.
Kane Williamson.
Who will bowl the fastest delivery at the World Cup?
Oh, Shane.
Yeah, probably actually.
Oh, Shane or Cummins, Pat Cummins. One of those two.
You backing yourself?
Definitely.
So, Ish, spinner Dipak Patel opened the bowling for New Zealand in the '92 World Cup. Will you look at doing the same?
If it's required, yeah.
Maybe.
I'll do it, bro. I'll do it. Depends who's batting. Not really keen to open the bowling like Chris Gale. Imagine that. 2 guys out. Jesus. Have a go, son. Cheers, mate.
I'm not sure he cares too much about those 2 guys who are.
Yes. Yeah.
Who is one player, if you could each take one player from the past within your national teams, who you could bring into the side, who would it be?
You probably bring someone like with all-round potential, like Richard Hadley or something like that can, you know, contribute in all facets of the game.
Both of them.
Just got it.
Charlie.
Who's
Brian Charles.
Yeah.
Alright.
Charlie.
Yo, Charlie!
I'll go Moy.
And final question, who is going to win?
Australia.
Lefty me. I can't say anything.
Do the final. Who's going to be in the final?
Australia, England.
Lefty England.
Dunno.
Come on, sexy.
2 teams.
England, India.
New Zealand, Pakistan. What's so funny about it? It's going to happen. You're going to remember this day.
Right.
Alright.
Awesome.
Well done, mate.
Cheers, boys.
Cheers.